My brother got back from Vietnam. They were out there in San Diego at the base. He was on a ship out there. And they were out clubbing. And they run across that guy that had roughed him up. The guy had beat him up. Boot camp. His company commander had roughed him up. I'll just go ahead and tell you. He was a black guy, and it was back in the 70s. And he was roughing up the guys from the South. Little white guys from the South. So he roughed the wrong guy up. So my brother called my daddy, and daddy had him. They just had him moved. Well, when he got back in Vietnam, my brother was pretty salty at that time. He was clubbing, and he come up on that guy, and he told Schultz, said, "Schultz, you remember that guy that I told you about?" And old Schultz told him, said, "Yeah, he's sitting right there. You keep everybody out of it." He was running with 4 or 5 of his buddies. He said, "Y'all keep everybody out of it. I'm fixing to whip his butt." And he walked up and said, "Remember me?" He said, "I don't know who you are." He said, "I'm one of them little boys you beat up when you were company commander in boot camp, and I'm here to get even." And he went to stand up. My brother hit him and knocked him down and bounced on top of him. And he had a pretty good sized afro. My brother locked his hand up in that afro and just beat his face in. And the barkeeper called the law and the shore patrol. So when my brother crawled off of him, he didn't get up. The guy didn't get up. He crawled up off of him. He told Schultz, he said, "There ain't none of the rest of y'all getting in trouble. Y'all go on." He just sat down outside the bar and waited on the shore patrol to get there. And he said they took him over to the Brig and locked him up. And put him in the Brig, brought him some bread and water, and he throwed it back at him. They didn't bring him no bread and water for about 2 days. They finally brought him something. He said when they brought it back, I took care of it. Well, the old boy was in boot camp that the black guy had done the same thing to. Was MP was guard there at the Brig, and he come by and saw Vic and asked him what was wrong. Vic told him what he'd done. He said, "Well, does anybody know?" Vic said, "I ain't called nobody. You don't have no rights in the military." He said, "Give me your daddy's phone number. I call him." He called Daddy. Daddy went to see Cecil Anchorage. Cecil Anchorage called Bob Sykes. Bob Sykes called out there. Somebody called out there. They went and picked my brother up in Brig, took him to the base commander's office, and took him straight to the airport, put him on a plane to Pensacola, and sent him home to Daddy for 30 days. Administrative leave till they got things sorted out. Hey.